Hey guys, and thanks for tuning in to another video. Now it's been a bit quiet on the video front, and I apologise for that. There's been a lot going on here at home. We're trying to move house and not been very well and whatnot, but I'm not going to bore you with the nitty-gritty details, which will send you to sleep or something along those lines. Essentially, in this video we're back doing some Black Ops footage, and I decided to go through what I believe is the best SMG in the game overall for its sort of consistency, accuracy and damage all combined, and I'm going to give you some facts to kind of back up my thoughts. Now let me just stress, this is based on my own opinion after playing with all the SMGs, looking at the numbers. It's fair to say there is a case to be made for all of the SMGs. In fact, there isn't really much to choose between them, and I'm sure plenty of people will maybe have a different favourite, but this is the one I've picked, and the one which I personally prefer. So it's probably worth saying which gun it is really. It's the Vector, the K10. Now this is an SMG you unlock halfway up the SMG chain. It's the third unlocked, in fact, in terms of SMGs, and it's unlocked at rank 13th overall. Now, as I've said before, there's a case for quite a few of the SMGs, especially the MSMC and the Scorpion Evo, but I've settled with the Vector quite nicely. Now, the mag size on the Vector is 36 in the magazine, which increases up to 48 if you choose to have the extended mags attachment. Now, in this video, I'm going to be comparing the Vector to those other two SMGs, as I think those two are the ones that are on par. So that's the MSMC and the Scorpion Evo, and those are the ones that I think are the best three overall, in my personal opinion. The MP7 is just as good as well, but I can't bore you with details on all four of them. But I've picked out these ones as my personal favourites, not necessarily the best. Now, the MSMC has 30 in its standard magazine, and that only goes up to 40 with extended mags. And in the Scorpion Evo, it has 32 in the standard magazine, going up to 43 with the extended mag. So this kind of puts the Vector midway in terms of the SMG mag sizes, but there are quite a few that have a higher mag size. Most notably, the PDW7 has a standard clip of 50, and that goes way up to 67 with extended mags. So there are SMGs out there with higher magazine sizes. So the Vector isn't at the top, but it's it's pretty much midway. Now the rounds per minute figure of the Vector is at 900, which is one of the highest, and that's only really matched, I believe, well, it is matched by the MP7, but there is one that's higher. I'm excluding the Cheekham SMG because that is burst fire, so I'm only including the automatic ones in that comparison. The only SMG to have a higher fire rate than the Vector is the Scorpion Evo at 1200. So you've got the Scorpion Evo sitting at 1200, then you've got the Vector and the MP7 at 900. If you discount the Cheekham, which is burst fire. Now the Scorpion is ridiculously fast, and you notice it as well. Bullets literally just fly out. You hold mouse 1 and the clip's gone. It can be a disadvantage though, because at medium range you can control the Vector quite easily. You can pick off some targets that are maybe in a window, or they're just peeking behind cover. With the Scorpion Evo, I personally think you're limited a bit more to close combat. And although it does that phenomenally well, I think the Vector gives you the best of both worlds and a different option if you choose to use that. Because with the Scorpion Evo, I find that if you're just trying to maybe just pop a few shots off at somebody in a window or something like that, it just doesn't really work as well, because it fires so fast. Also, for some reason, with the Scorpion Evo, it has a headshot multiplier of 1, whereas all the other SMGs have a headshot multiplier of 1.1. So I find that a little bit odd. Why have all the SMGs got a multiplier of 1.1, yet the Scorpion's just got it set at 1? It's not a massive thing, but it's a little bit strange anyway. So the recoil raise on the Vector sits at 0.58, which is actually matched for the lowest of all the SMGs, and that's tied with the PDW57. It's worth noting though that across all of the SMGs, the recoil raise is not a substantial amount, as you would expect. You know, if you look at all the SMGs, the recoil isn't massive on any of them. That's why they're the most popular weapons in the game. In fact, the MSMC has the most recoil raise out of all the SMGs at 0.62, which is quite surprising actually, as I felt for sure it would be the Evo with the highest. The MSMC is a really good gun, so that quite surprised me. The Vector as well has also got one of the shortest reload times. It reloads at 1.9 seconds. Now that's if it's got bullets left in the chamber. It's only actually beaten by the MP7, which is marginally faster at 1.72. As I say, that is assuming you have rounds in your magazine though, as if you're reloading from empty, pretty much all the SMGs are roughly the same. So to get the benefit out of this factor, you really need to be reloading before you get to the end of your clip. Now, all these facts and figures, you know, that's all fine. But that doesn't change the fact that you, me, and everyone else playing the game will pick the weapon they prefer. And all the facts in the world aren't going to change that. I personally have used the MP7 and the Evo quite a bit. I've used the MSMC as well. But the one I kept going back to for whatever reason was the Vector. I can't really explain it other than the fact that I just like how it feels. And it feels pretty accurate to me, so that's the one I tend to use. I'm interested those to see which ones you guys have chosen. Be sure to write in the comments below. Hopefully you found this interesting. If you did, please like and subscribe, and of course, I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.